Islam fight. What exactly are you expecting from it? Ian's made a lot of headlines because he did a podcast and said, I guess, the opposite of what Josh Hokett said. He said women should run the world and stuff like that. But the fight itself, how much of a challenge do you think Ian is for Islam?
Yeah, I think it's a great fight, actually. If you look at what Ian Gary has been able to do, he frustrates people. His takedown defense has been excellent, and we'll see if he can stay on his feet with, obviously if he can stay off the ground, he poses a serious threat to Islam.
Islam and Gary, welterweight title fight. You did have the one welterweight fight up there, so you got a little bit of experience up in that weight class. But just what's your thoughts on that fight, the build up, all that? I mean, that's a pretty big fight that's headlining your card.
I think it's a really good fight, and I think Ian is going to surprise a lot of people with how talented he is and how skillful he is. Actually, I trained with him for the Carlos Prates fight, so I'm excited to go see him perform as well. And I think he gets it done, so we'll see.
I think the odds, because of the style, favors Makhachev, probably. Islam Makhachev have maybe more ways to win the fight. So if I'm just thinking rational, Ian Gary definitely has all the chance also on his side to do it. He's a very good striker. He's very long, great grappler as well. But he need, I think, to find a way to keep the fight standing. And to use his style to his own advantage. But Islam Makhachev is, stylistically, he's a freaking nightmare to fight for anyone. He's, I think, right now, the best pound for pound.
Share with us what it's like. You're going for a double belt now.
Yeah.
And you're about to walk down that stretch before entering the octagon. What goes through your mind?
How, like our brother says, mentally, how you can be ready, It's about now, everybody do MMA, everybody have good coaches, good gym, good conditions, everything, You have to do more than some of this, more than everybody. You have to be disciplined. Discipline is the number one things. If you're not sleeping well last night, you're not gonna be 100% in the training in the morning, That's why discipline is the most important things. Everybody have same things, gyms, coaches, sparring partners, but who is a discipline more, that guy have more success, It's discipline, it's not about me, it's about it's all about my team, What our coach Abdul Manap give us all his life when he was with us, just discipline, come on time, focusing, always training, because one of the things, you can come to the training, sleep well in the morning, you can come, and training is beginning, and you still thinking about some business, some other stuff. You're not 100% in the gym, That's why even myself right now, all small businesses what I have people who take care, my older brother, some of the guy, but I don't think about this business. I don't check how it's working, how it's going, because I have to focusing in training,
Yeah, your focus is...
Bottom line about Islam is no one's able to get away from him. Very good standing up now, and he gets a hold of you. You're a Phil. He has a different kind of wrestling. His submissions are fucking insane too. He's just got a vice grip, man.
I know.
Because when I would stand next to him in the octagon when he was the 55-pound champion, I'd be like, how?
Yeah.
How do you weigh 55? That doesn't even make any sense. You're 190 pounds right now.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. If I put you on a scale, you weigh 190. If Ian Gary can get off sharp combinations early, he could stun him.
Yeah.
Because Ian can move. He's fast as and he's super accurate. And the way he throws his strikes is real clean. Yeah. No fat in his move. Pop, pop. Yeah. Everything's pop, pop. Yeah, he's not a physically overpowering guy. It's technique. His technique is sharp.
Islam keeps shooting for takedowns. How long can Gary keep stuffing him? Keep staying away. How long? Whole 5 rounds?
I think he can last. I think Islam will gas before Ian. I don't know. I have a feeling Ian's winning.
Yeah,
I feel it as well.
You feel that?
I don't mean to just be an anti-Makhachev guy as usual, but I feel it as well. Imagine if you would have told me 6 months ago, within a 2-month period, Topuria is going to lose to Gaethje and Makhachev's going to lose to Ian Gary, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe you, but it could be our reality in a month's time.
A couple weeks out from your title defense against Ian Machado Gary at Philly. How has camp been? How's preparation been? What do you make of Ian as an opponent?
Yeah, everything is going very well. We stay in the same gym, like last couple of fights we stay in New Jersey, training in Nick Cotton MMA. It's very nice gym. I have too many brothers and friends and sparring partner with me. Almost all team is here. We're training together. Habib is here, Javier is here, you know.
The tension between Islam Makhachev and Ian Gary has now moved well beyond simple confidence. With UFC 330 getting closer, the entire mood around this fight has changed. What began as two top-level fighters getting ready for one of the biggest matchups of the year has turned into a clash of words, emotions, and mental pressure. Every face-off interview and public appearance is being watched closely because many people in the MMA world believe the psychological battle before the cage closes could matter just as much as what happens during the fight. The biggest thing getting attention is that neither fighter appears ready to step back. Islam has earned his reputation by remaining calm under pressure and rarely letting opponents pull him into emotional exchanges. Ian Gary, however, has never tried to hide that he likes putting pressure on his opponents before fight night. He believes that when he can get an opponent thinking emotionally instead of strategically, he may already have an advantage before the opening punch is thrown. That difference has made every moment between them feel important. Analysts throughout the combat sports world have explained that this is not only about giving fans entertaining trash talk. They believe both fighters are trying to take control in completely different ways. One wants to stay calm, disciplined, and focused, while the other wants to create frustration, force reactions, and plant doubt. That mental battle has now become one of the main storylines leading into UFC 330.
Makhachev taking on Ian Gary. Islam's gonna drown him, I think.
Well, I hope Makhachev goes in there and handles his ass, gets his neck. He's never grappled with a guy like Makhachev.
How many times did Islam take you down?
More than he took you down.
Having long legs like Ian, keep him on the ground easier.
Ian Gary's reach is only 74.
Several respected figures have explained that elite fights are often decided by the smallest details. At championship level, everyone is physically ready. Everyone has spent months preparing. Everyone believes they have what it takes to win. Sometimes the deciding factor is simply who deals with the pressure better when emotions start getting high. That is why the recent heated exchanges have become such an important topic. For Islam Makhachev, this situation feels different from many of his earlier title fights. Throughout his career, he has usually entered competition with confidence based on his wrestling strength, positional control, and carefully planned style. He does not rely on emotional speeches or dramatic moments. Instead, he allows his performances inside the octagon to make the biggest statement. But Ian Gary brings a very different challenge. Gary knows that beating Islam will not happen by trying to simply match his wrestling. He understands that he needs to put Islam in difficult situations through movement, striking variety, or verbal pressure before the fight. Gary seems determined to make this matchup as difficult to predict as possible. That approach has created serious discussion across the MMA community. People who follow the sport closely are not ignoring the mental side of the fight. They know Gary has used psychological tactics successfully before. He likes keeping conversations alive throughout fight week because continued attention can add pressure to his opponent. At the same time, many professionals believe Islam's biggest advantage has always been his emotional control. After years of facing top-level competition, he has rarely allowed outside distractions to change his plan. His approach stays extremely consistent no matter who is standing in front of him. That is why the recent intense moments have caught so many people off guard. Fans are used to seeing Islam calm, focused, and completely composed. When the exchanges become more heated, people naturally start asking whether Gary is actually getting into his head or whether Islam is simply reacting because the stakes are bigger than ever. Either way, these discussions have made the excitement for UFC 330 even stronger. Of course, when the cage door closes, talking no longer matters. Everything will depend on execution. From a stylistic perspective, this is one of the most interesting matchups the UFC has created in recent years. Islam's route to victory has always been built around pressure created through smart positioning. He does not attack without purpose. Instead, he slowly removes an opponent's choices. He forces reactions, limits movement, and gradually takes control of every part of the fight. Whether he is striking from distance, clinching along the fence, or looking for takedowns, everything works together as part of one complete plan. His grappling is not dangerous only because of the submissions. It is dangerous, because of how tiring it becomes. Opponents use so much energy trying to escape bad positions that they often start making mistakes without realizing it. That patience has been one of the defining qualities of Islam's championship run.
Champion now. What is next? Like, you've achieved this goal. What motivates you? And what is your next goal? Like, how do you keep getting motivated for the next goal?
It's a good question. Very hard to be still like motivated, you know. First time when I was fighter, I was dreaming to become UFC champion. After that, when I have most UFC title defending the lightweight, I want to be like double champion. Now when I'm the double champion, I have like 16 or 17 fight win streak with Anderson Silva. We have same. And I have to fight one more time to beat his win streak, you know. Maybe something like this to motivate me. But first of all, what motivates me is if you step in the cage and you're not ready, so I'm gonna smash you through your face, you know. That's why I have to be focused. I have to still training hard. And, you know, it's good for my health.
Of course.
If you step there and you're tired or not ready.
Several respected voices have highlighted another interesting part of this matchup. Neither fighter seems bothered by the pressure surrounding the event. Both firmly believe they know how to defeat the other fighter's style. That kind of confidence can often create unforgettable fights because there is little room for hesitation. Both athletes step into the contest believing their own strategy is the correct one. The heated moments before UFC 330 have only made that confidence stronger. For Islam, a win would support everything his fans have believed for years. It would once again prove that discipline, patience, and technical skill can be enough to defeat even the most outspoken opponent.